Okay, I got this laptop specifically hoping that it could handle streaming settings, and I'm now just, each time I try one of these runs, I'm now just messing around with streaming settings. Also, hello, now I can speak. I wasn't speaking in the previous one. Yeah, I'm really hoping, yeah. I have had one crash so far when testing stuff, hence this character name. But yeah, let's see how the recording goes. Yeah, I it's been a long time since I've done a hardcore LU thing. Um, and I mean, like there was a point in time where I forget exactly the details of it, but certain parts of the enemy AI had been reworked. I think it was something to do with stuns, and so I couldn't stun lock spiders anywhere near as reliably as I used to be able to. And so basically, yeah, at around that point in time, I second, yeah, I was already kind of like I'd already tailed off a little bit on the hardcore LU runs because they take quite a lot of time, and I'd done quite a few of them. Like I'm past 50 now, I'm pretty certain. Although there are points where I kind of lost count because I wasn't recording every single, or rather, I think I did record almost all of them, but like of the ones I recorded, I didn't publish all of them, and then I also deleted a few off my laptop because I'm constantly, or at least on my old laptop, I was constantly playing a game of how much free space can I have. Really, I didn't press shift in time there. But I mean, yeah, new laptop brings with it new fun stories, including the fact that, as one of my friends pointed out, we're fairly certain I got Turing tested the other day. And not as in someone checked whether I was a robot, but as in customer service. We're fairly certain. Like, some of the customer service emails looked like they'd been written by a human, or they at least might have been, because it's kind of hard to tell. So basically, I had some issues with this laptop when I got it, sent messages off to customer service. They were incredibly unhelpful because they did the standard thing of, rather than, I mean, like, it makes sense, right? It makes sense to have a set script that everyone's going to go through when a customer service thing first comes in, because you can't have every single customer service rep knowing the details of every single device or by Lenovo, like inside out. That makes sense. That's fine. And so it makes sense you have a basic script which does basic debugging. However, they gave me a list of 5 things to do, which did end up with a full system restart. Let's actually just check. Yeah, this is so nice. Like, I'm playing smoothly. I'm recording. My trackpad's a little weird. The trackpad was the one thing I've had issues with on this laptop. But yeah, it was just kind of weird because they were insisting I do a full system restart due to something to do with palm sensitivity. Sorry, and full system restart I mean as in factory reset. When yeah, I knew for a fact the issue was just some palm sensitivity settings, but it seems like whatever driver is being used here is some like Windows thing. It says HID compliant touchpad or whatever, which just seems to be like, we're not using Synaptics, we're not using Atlantic, we're just using some driver, and it doesn't really have any nice configuration options, anything like that. Which is what I was kind of looking for. But yeah, so it was basically tried to get in touch with their customer service team and just got essentially nothing of value out. They were like, oh, if you do these steps, it will 100% fix. And I was like, I know for a fact this is just a default configuration option I just want to know how to change it. But they were like, you've got to reset your entire system. So I did a couple of their steps, claimed I'd done the factory reset. I hadn't. But I also fixed the one issue they wanted to check. And then when it got to the... And then basically... At this stage, they'd messed me around for a couple of days. Bear in mind, I've got a limited amount of time to decide whether I want to keep this laptop or whether I want to return it. They've messed me around for quite a few of these days, and I'm like... I kind of just say, all right, I'm kind of running out of time. I'm just asking, like, your steps didn't work. I ended up fixing my first problem, that I was having issues with the trackpad. I fixed those issues myself, but the lack of configuration options, I haven't fixed. Your steps were not helpful, and did not fix the issue, and would not have fixed the issue. I know, having fixed the issue, can you please just put me in touch with someone who knows? And yeah, then I got a reply which was entirely AI. We're pretty certain. And so I'm now looking back at the entire rest of the conversation and trying to work out, was I talking to ChatGPT the whole time? Because it's really hard to tell. Again, it's like... It's hard to tell whether you're talking to ChatGPT or talking to a script that was originally ChatGPT, but there was an actual person behind it. So I don't know which of those things happened. Either way, I think at this stage I'm probably keeping this, but that was a rather disappointing interaction with Lenovo customer service. But yeah, and you'll notice I'm occasionally... You notice I'm occasionally attacking weirdly. That's because, in contrast to my previous device, this trackpad, it still has buttons. It's not just a like purely gesture thing, but the buttons are like it's one single smooth. The trackpad's one single smooth thing, and it just has buttons under the surface. But the issue is kind of if I press the right button, because that's shifting the whole touchpad plate, there's a chance it also pushes the left click button as well, which is a tad inconvenient. So that's why occasionally, especially like just after having done a mission or something that requires me to let go of right click, or doesn't require me, but where I will let go of right click, that's why you'll sometimes see me punch for absolutely no reason. And it's because of this touchpad being a bit annoying. But if that becomes a big thing, it's been pointed out to me that they do sell, not Lenovo necessarily, because I've spent enough on this laptop, I'm now going to absolutely cheapskate in peripherals, but it has been pointed out to me that I could just get an external trackpad. So that may well happen at some point. But yeah, for now, I'm really quite pleased with last night's Spider Queen, etc. Because I went into that. I had the game plan of, you know what, let's try and really do this properly. Like, make this run count. I'm going to fight the Spider Queen really, really carefully. Because the big thing with the Spider Queen is the fact that you can have the spiderling spawn on you, and that each spiderling... Like, despite the fact that the Spider Queen spiderlings have a lot less health, they are, like, two of them can combined one-shot you, right? It just takes both of them to use their web attack, and you are just dead. I'm going to regret not having stocked up on Quixicles, but I'm not going to regret it all that much. That's fine. But yes, so and I've kind of had this. So it used to be the way I used to fight the Spider Queen was, it would tend to be I'd try and find a way. I mean, genuinely, it's been so long since I've done it. Like, I think NPC pathing has changed a lot. But what it used to be is that kind of one spiderling would run forward, then the other would run forward, then the other would run forward. And I'd try and get it into a pattern where I could just do a lunge attack on the one spiderling that was running forward. And then, yeah, okay, probably not a good use for critical there. And just slowly whittle down its health whilst ensuring that I was only ever facing one spiderling at a time. And so do that with the two spiderlings, try and whittle them down, try and beat them both in a one-on-one, or try and make it a one-on-one, beat the first one, then you can fight the second one normally, and then you can use the, then you'll get 5 firecrackers just by going through Avant Gardens normally, and you can just use those on the remaining spiderlings. It's still, like, those are not... That's not a particularly easy strategy. And I did have this idea for ages of what if we break the spiderling eggs? Or rather, you can't break the spiderling eggs, but you can you can deal 1 single damage to a spiderling egg. Because essentially they will start glowing. You can hit them exactly once, which, okay, normally you could deal more damage, but hardcore LU, that is 1 damage. They also, each egg has 5 health, so you could not, if they were at full health, you could not destroy it with a firecracker. Sorry, each egg has 6 health, so you couldn't destroy it with a firecracker. Okay, and I should actually... So I'm actually going to change up my strategy a little bit from what I would normally... Oh, wait a second. I could do the... Oh, this is where I die. This is where I die to trying to be clever. But, like, there's nothing stopping me. Just aggroing this guy over to me and firecracking. Yep, okay, cool. That'll do. Because I wouldn't necessarily still have a firecracker normally. Because normally I would have used those up in... normally I would have used those up in the Spider Queen battle, as we were just saying. And, okay, I could have done this the other way around, but that's fine. So, if you haven't seen a hardcore you run before... Oh, I've forgotten my old route. This is bad. So I do have a route through the game. However, I've apparently entirely forgotten it. And actually, let me think. Yeah, okay, sure. Yeah, so my route through the game is normally... I should have actually gone to... okay, let's just not die here. Come on. That's scary. Because that will just one-shot me. Yeah, so this is the reason why I should not have come to Gnarled Forest right away. I should, in fact, have gone to Pet Cove first, but it's been so long since I've done any of this that I completely forgot that facet of my strategy. But yeah, we just run through here. The idea is basically we want to pick up as many heart flags as we can. Just in general, given that we can't wear any armor, heart flags are the only thing we can do to make ourselves tankier. And basically, the run, as I kind of originally routed it out, basically just centers around, let's get every single consumable that we can, which will make ourselves tankier. Well, that's sad. Also, I don't remember if this is the... Oh, no, this is the right bounce. Yeah. Cool. Yep, so we up here, then it's not a heart flag inside that crate, is it? Yeah, okay. And so then this used to be a really big thing, this fight here. And I think in principle I think I've now done this enough times, like outside of Hardcore U, that I think I should be able to survive this. But I'm kind of wondering, is it even... Tough Buff Source reduces incoming damage by 2 to a minimum of 1, right? Yeah, screw this. I think I do a reboot. Because I have died to that ape before, and okay, I have a skip for the ape, if I really want to, but in principle, the ape is something I should be able to get past. I need to remember this ape exists as well. Do I still have one remaining Quixocle? Did I use that? Parrot? No parrot. Yeah, honestly, I'm kind of tempted to do a reroute here. Okay, this feels a little bit cheesy that I got past because some other guy was fighting it, but also, like, I had a... So, yeah, that's one of the rules of Hardcore. You can't team up. It's meant to be a single-player challenge, so you can't get help from other people being on the server. One might argue that encounter there could invalidate this, but I can kind of... I don't know. The speed boost is enough to let me get past there without the ape being able to hit me. So I'm not too concerned about that. But yes, the bit I messed up is I should have been to Pet Cove first, because there are tons of heart flags which you can only get if you've been to Pet Cove. However, to get all of the heart flags, you need to not only have been to Pet Cove, but you need to have... because you require those for pet builds to reveal some of the heart flags, because your pets dig up a lot of heart flags in Gnarled Forest. But also on top of that, I would have needed to also have gone past that ape, because you need to go past that ape to get the pirate hook that will let you into the pirate-only area by the race place where there is a heart flag. So... If I'm deciding that I actually want to go get Tough Buff Source first, which I think is a good idea, so the end goal of this has normally been pick up Tough Buff Source, get as many heart flags as possible, and go to Crux Prime and get the big one. I don't think I've ever made it to getting the big one. But that's the end goal, and the point is that from the moment you've gotten the big one, fighting becomes so much easier, because at the moment I have firecrackers, but they're not exactly a reliable ranged option because they will run out, and they also don't do a ton of damage. I'm running entirely the wrong direction. For the moment, I just want to pick up more Quixicles. Yeah, and then... Yeah, so I'm gonna Quixicles, Olivia Nightshade. I'm going to pick up Spring Shoes, because we're going to need them to get the Tough Buff Source in Forbidden Valley. I really should have practiced the Forbidden Valley gate skip, because, like, I'm very confident that I can do the forwards gate skip. I'm less confident that I can get out without dying. Like, getting out is actually a relatively... Like, I have a route out now, but the jump you have to make is a little bit risky. I'm just working out how many Spring Shoes I'm going to need. Okay. I'll get some for now. This gets us over to Olivia Nightshades. Lets us pick up the... Lets us pick up the quest from Duke Exeter. This is one of the, like, few times where I might actually use Expressos, because I normally really dislike Expressos, just based on the fact that Quixicles, like, you've got more freedom as to when you use them. Expressos, they're really expensive if you're trying to buy them. You do get them a lot of time from Crux drops, but they have a cooldown which you can, like, I think it's like, it might be like 1 minute of uptime with a 15-second cooldown. So they're nice in the fact you have to use fewer of them, but you have less, once you've popped one, you have less flexibility. because quick schools operate on the same cooldown group as the espressos. I mean, that makes sense, but that means that you can't use a quick whilst your espresso is cooling off, which means that if there's a jump you're trying to make, so say you're doing, for an example, say you're doing the monument in Avant Gardens, espressos, and you're trying to get a good time on that, espressos are definitively worse, because if you failed an attempt, Olivia Nightshade. If you failed an attempt, you have to go and I'm assuming I don't have enough bricks for anything. If you failed an attempt and you don't have a quick score off cooldown, you do just have to sit there and wait like 15 seconds. Whereas with a Quixsicle, maybe your uptime's slightly worse. I don't remember if it is worse or better. I know Quixsicle is 3/4 uptime, but I don't know if that's worse or better. Where are we? But yeah, it's just the flexibility is worth it. Okay, so let's sell off stuff we don't need. Before anything else, we've got tons of health. I need to put that health back in my health. But Notion Potion I think we keep. Just those are always useful to just have on you. And then Spring Shoes. So how many are we going to need? We just basically just need enough for the Forbidden Valley Gate skip. Which, in principle, I think is like 3. It's 2 or 3. I should be able to first try it, but I am rusty. It's been a while, so I'll pick up more. And Spring Shoes, they're just useful anyway. I might get a couple more Firecrackers, because I'm thinking Crux Prime. I'm thinking I bring Firecrackers to Crux. Or also just fighting Ronin. Like, how many Ronin do I need to... It's going to be a... Just budgeting this out. So, okay, I'm going to want Quixicles. I'm going to want quite a few Quixicles. Let's get 40 of them. And that's still got quite a lot left over. I'm almost tempted to get some more Super Notions. But they're probably not worth it. Yeah, so for Forbidden Valley, what am I actually trying to do? I'm trying to get over the gate. I'm trying to get back over the gate. Getting over the gate requires Spring Shoes. Getting back over the gate requires nothing but skill. And if I die there, I don't think I can make a recovery jump to the platform. Like, I think I am just dead. So, okay, not much I can do with that. Then, to complete the mission, I need to kill a certain number of Ronin, and I think I want a lot of Firecrackers for that. I think that's just going to be the safer way of doing it. The only issue is Firecracker targeting, which is kind of notoriously a problem. And just make everything a nice round number, even though that won't matter very, very shortly. And then I'll get, just as a backup, because I can imagine this being useful in Crux Prime, just having some Notion Potions. Certainly, it's worth it to just make things a little bit more convenient wherever possible. Because if nothing else, like, that helps with reset efficiency of runs. I don't care about. I don't care about. I don't care about. Okay. Let's then... Actually, let's still... I think this is what I'll still have, but okay. Then I just want to have everything top row. Everything that I could possibly need. Right, Spring Shoes I'm never going to need urgently, and honestly, it's probably best I don't have those top row. Just going to do it like this, because there's always an off chance if I finally use up a stack. I'm not totally certain off the top of my head what order OU gets rid of things, but let's... And I doubt I'm ever going to be in a position where I'm rushing to use a strong Notion Potion if I've got normal Notion Potions available, because, like, I have 6 imagination at the moment. Cool. This will do. And I don't want to accidentally see the the spring shoes, because I do not want there to be any risk that I accidentally use them when I don't mean to. Okay, cool. This should, like, I can't think there's much more I need to get. Like, I think I just sent it like this. And we'll see. Like, yeah, this has been... Story in Nexus Tower. I'll keep these here, but one big thing that I may have forgotten a lot from my previous runs of this, but one big thing that I do remember is it is so incredibly valuable to make a habit of, if you're ever in any area with enemies, just always having Nexus Force healing kits on you. Specifically, not on you, but in your 5 slot, so you can just hit 5. So there is nothing else you need to do. I'm trying to think, actually, how much is there? I probably should have stocked up on hardtack biscuits, shouldn't I? No, hardtack biscuits don't actually regen any health, do they? Hardtack biscuits are +2 for... So, I mean, they're useful, and I probably should have stocked up on them, but they're not... I think if I'm careful, I don't think they should be make or break. In terms of what's scaring me that's coming up at the moment, I'm most scared right now, not of anything else, but of dealing with, Sorry, my brain started moving. I started thinking Petco. I'm mostly scared of the jump, of the fact that I think there's a decent chance I die trying to get back over the gate. In Forbidden Valley. Also, I just realised I spent a lot of money there. I am going to want money to buy Tough Buff Sauce. So yeah, that might have been a mistake. Spending all the money here. I mean, I guess I can pick up some missions along the way here. Like, there's nothing stopping me from doing that. I just spend a little more time in this area, I guess. Okay, let's try... You know what? I'm going to be good. I'm not going to do the, like, quick route. Although, let's actually... Whilst I'm here, is there a... It's been a little while. Is there a... No, there's no heart flag. Yeah, there is. Okay. I was thinking, is there a heart flag inside a barrel? So there's no heart flag inside a barrel. This is the barrel I'm going to want to smash later. I don't get anything for it now. And I'm just... I've died to these before. I've died to these a few times before in runs. And I think I'm really taking advantage of the fact that at the moment, this is my first like full run back. I mean, my previous one crashed. And that kind of means I'm not in a loop of just, okay, reset, do another one, trying to get through everything as quickly as possible. I am, okay, this is going to be the run. Okay, I've never had... Forget that volume extends there. Okay. I was going to say, I've never technically had the bug. Technically, I've just never had, period. The bug where those updrafts won't blow you upwards. Like, that's one bug I don't think I've ever experienced. But new laptop, I was a little bit scared of it happening there. Okay. Let's just go through. I don't think there's a heart flag over in the race place, if I recall correctly. I mean, we do want to kill some Ronin. I guess let's... First off, I need to follow my own rules. Bring out the healing kits. Then we clump them up, if we can. This is possibly a little bit dangerous. Ugh, I don't like that one bit. And then clump them up. Do this. That hits, like, none of them? What? I really don't want to, like, I could do a better job of, like, facing the one I want to hit. Okay, let's do it like this. It's fine, but yeah, they take a decent number of hits to get through. Like that. Okay, as long as I'm just facing them, should be... No, they keep moving too quickly. I need to actually get them when they're standing still. Which is a little bit scarier, because how do I make them stand still? I run within hitting range. Screw it. This is... Oh, that's bad. That's bad. Okay. Screw that. I'll deal with those later. I think, realistically, Ronin, as long as you face them one-on-one, aren't too much of a problem. Like, you do just... You always have the option of just running up to one and just unlocking it. And you will be fine. So I'm not too concerned. It would have been nice to get a ton there, but I'm not overly concerned. Let's pick up missions, because I'm going to be asked to kill Ronin for these missions anyway. And to be honest, I could just do the gate skip right away. I don't necessarily hate that idea. And you just want to see, I mean... When did this go up? Did this go up in the gaze into the orb? Because that's interesting. It's not... It could be a thing about logging out count. It could be a thing of logging out counts as being smashed and like the act of your character despawning. I'm assuming it's not that. The orb feels like it makes more sense, but it just feels a little bit strange because it sets your... It doesn't actually kill you. It sets your health to 1. It does play the smashed animation, but I wouldn't assume that the counter is triggered by the on-smashed animation of all things. That would seem a little bit strange. And you're not reconstructed when you do that. Like, you stare into the orb, you don't respawn. You remain standing by the orb. You've just had your health set to 0. So, okay, that's a little bit weird. But, sure. I mean, to a certain extent, I don't know why I'm picking up these missions, because if I die to the gate skip, like, cool. This is not Ben. It's not a good use of time. So I guess I should just stop putting it off. Just go for it. It's been a while. I do not remember a lot of this. This will be me. I could check my old videos, but... Cool. Ooh, this is dark. Alright, where do I go from? I don't actually remember. But I do remember that it's not too bad if you fall. Yeah. It's a lot of stuff with physics to catch you if you mess up. Cool. Alright. Gate skip time! Oh, no, there was a reason I was doing missions before the gate skip, wasn't there? Dang it. Because I won't have enough coins to buy much in the way of tough buff source, so I actually do have to engage in a... Can I absolutely cheese this right now? I'm assuming this doesn't make it that far, but if it does, it'll be really convenient. No, okay. Shame. There are spots on here, on the thing above this guy, which are standable. I don't think it's worth going for them. I think it's worth just playing it safe. I do have firecrackers. I should be ready to use those. But yeah, okay. But in principle, should be able to do a lot of damage just close up. And I'll just play it very, very safe. Run up. Get stunned, but the stun's fine. Back away. I don't even think I need to back away because I don't think the collision on their projectiles is... Oh, I was not paying attention to health. I forgot that that doesn't just... back up. We do want to stay in aggro range, because otherwise it will heal. But, cool. Okay. Until I'm out practice. Let's trigger that. Cool. Yeah, and this time I should get it. Cool. I think I can punch them, and that does knock them out of their animation. But, again, I am afraid. Really preferred if you didn't aggro to me right about now. I mean, to be fair, it's fine. And in principle, I can just do this. Like, there is nothing stopping me from just getting these isolated Ronin and just farming them. It's probably the best option. I'm going to try and aggro just this guy. Nice. I'm not even watching this guy, I'm watching his friend. I don't know if Dark Ronin differ based on whether they were spawned from a statue, but it doesn't matter because I certainly still get those. I realise I also need to quickly run by. Let's speed boost, just for safety. Just need to get this. Cool. Let's run by, pick up this. That person seems to be grinding out the... No, maybe not, but they were down there a second ago. Why would they jump on that if they weren't grinding that out? Also, how did I take down... I am not paying anywhere near enough... Like, I should always know, viscerally, how much health I am. I should never look over and be surprised that I'm on low health. That should not happen. Like, if I'm playing this properly, I should take risks, but I should always know that I'm taking a risk. Like... But even there, I wasn't, like, I knew I was taking a risk, but I wasn't exactly conscious of it. So, like, I've definitely lost a little bit of my touch with this. I think that's a fair assessment. Because there's a lot which should very much be, I know, I should just have the general game awareness of what is going on. Okay, let's pick up everything else. So, right, we've got Cavalry Hill. There's one of these that I always forget. 10 right, yeah, that's what I know. And then this. Okay, yeah. Rebuilders turrets. That requires 1 Maelstrom brick apiece, right? How many Maelstrom bricks do I have? I've got 6. Okay, cool. That's fine. I think it requires 1 brick apiece. Yeah, okay, so they are just grinding out, rebuilding that. I wonder why they jumped on it. Maybe it was an accident. As always, I am so scared on these things. You can just die. Like, getting that flag. I don't want to get that flag. I genuinely quite like playing this way, though, because it's been so long, I am so paranoid. And I think this is, like, I remember all the ways to die, but I'm not numb to dying there. Like, this run, as an individual run, matters to me, rather than just hardcore LU as a whole mattering to me, but, like, not the particular run. So I'm just not taking risks. If there is something that looks scary, well, I might take a risk, but I am, at the very least, I am appropriately terrified. Which I quite like, I think. I think that's going to be very good for keeping me alive. Nope. If I've drawn your aggro, I ain't dealing with that. I don't think you guys come this far over, so I think I'm safe. Yeah. But I should start looking at picking up heart flags. I should pay a little bit more attention to that, I think. It's scary. there is really no excuse other than it is just genuinely scary. Especially ones like this. Like, Like, I could have used a double jump there. And I probably would have gotten it. Like, that's what I don't want. The times where for whatever reason, your jump doesn't go off. And you're left with just a single jump. Those are the ones I'm terrified of. Okay, cool. I figured it wasn't going to be that hard. There probably was just, like, if I stand in a certain way, it lines up. Which seems to be the case. Okay, yeah, they are just grinding out. I forget what achievement it is, but I do remember that there's an achievement for like, building a certain number of those things. It's got the vibes of whatever the pirate achievement is in Gnarled Forest. That's just complete piratey activities. And one of them is, like, you have to rebuild the boat archway thing a certain number of times. Both activate at once. I guess I knew that. Like, they did last time. And it's fine because I control aggro individually. And this guy won't have despawned. So, okay, we're going to complete this mission. And we're picking up money, which is the most important thing, because I completely forgot that we were going to need money when I completely forgot, despite the whole point of coming here being to get tough buff source, I completely forgot that actually I do need to have money to buy tough buff source when I get here. And honestly, I kind of like killing these. It's quite nice. Okay, let's deal with you. What I really hate is... Yeah, okay, I just need to make sure I don't get stunned by this guy. Hello. Or rather, it's fine getting stunned by him. I just have to not finish on a stun. Okay, I guess this is where we see... Okay, I do knock him out of the... This is fine. Okay, cool. I wanted to check, do I knock him out of the rearing back the lance animation? Okay, this is good. This is good, as long as I don't die right now. Cool. And then... No! Oh, okay. I thought he was on one fewer health than that. Come on, don't kill me, don't kill me. And now hit. Oh, I forget I need to smash this. Come on, quickly. And then that's what I was scared of. This could be a really good place to die. It's genuinely terrifying. I mean, there is also the option of just... Wait a second, can I just do this, absolutely cheese you? I think I can. Because I can always dodge those. You know, I always have more... Yeah. I mean, even if I don't dodge those, you only deal 3 damage. And you spend so much time in this animation. Yeah, okay, this is my cheese for this, then. It is... And I know why I wouldn't have done this previously. It's because previously I was being a little bit more careful with my money and wouldn't have spent this much on firecrackers. But I think this is worth it. It also means... yeah. It also means I have firecrackers to hand. Can I just smash you like that? Probably, but I didn't. I need 5 Maelstrom bricks. Noted. Guess we can need more of these guys then. This entire thing is... I mean, to be fair, I don't think there's any way I would have had more Maelstrom bricks. In principle, knowing this, I could now, like, grind out more in Avant Gardens, where, like, risk of death is... Well, risk of death is minimal, especially if I have firecrackers. Like, if I have firecrackers in Avant Gardens, that's not even a challenge. Like, that's just fine. That was terrifying. I made noise TM during that. I don't know what that noise counts as, but... So, Cool, okay. And I don't get that, but I do get more Maelstrom bricks, which is fine. Okay, let's get... those. So I didn't do the thing whilst I was up here, I don't think. And then I got to get one of these. And we're in Forbidden Valley. I should stop equipping Quixicles. I should just use them from my backpack because I could die. I could always die. There is always the possibility that I will forget to change something and then take damage. We don't want to... This whole mode is just about being overly careful. And that's why I think when I was on my like 50 or so attempts, that's why I probably ended up not doing much better, is because I just get numb to the danger, but you can't get numb to the danger. Also, this is the one place where it's absolutely awful to try and do stuff with firecrackers, because for some reason, these red fences take priority on your on LU auto aim. Okay, we need 3 more. Let's still have firecrackers ready in case I want them. And it's just a game of nice, one at a time, nice and casually, nice and calmly. And why am I on less health than I think I am? Nice and casual, nice and calm. Sudden immediate panic when I realise I think I'm on more health than I actually am. Let's also see how this recording's going. We're at 46 minutes. I'm kind of tempted to cut it off and start a new recording, partially because I'm interested in seeing how much space this actually takes up, because I've been messing with settings a lot. Because now that I got this laptop so I could record in high quality for you guys. For the games I play, do I really need a dedicated GPU? Only if I'm recording. Okay, cool. Why am I back up here? This is why. Took me a second to realise. But also, I still need to... I mean, let's get the money. Because to be honest, if I get enough money, I forget how much Tough Buff Source costs. Which one do we go for? It will never matter because we will never use it. But, you know... because, yeah, there's still no way of getting up to there without Spring Shoe, without Spring Jumping. So completed one of the other ones. I think it's this guy, because, yeah, this is Smashmaster Flume. Which has got Gathermoss. Ah, okay. I should have recognised that. The one thing which is, like, I am noting these guys so much more because of LUTCG. Like, I see Smashmaster Flume and I'm like, okay... deals 1 damage to all cards on the field, or on the opponent's side of the field, I think it is, when enters play. Gathermaster Klex is, of course, famous for stealing your opponent's Spider Queen or whatever. And Brickmaster Clang, don't remember what he does. Probably, I don't know, probably reduces cost of constructs or something like that. But no, what does Brickmaster Clang? Does he even... I swear he is in the game. I don't remember what he does. Bro, unfortunately, was not memorable enough. Okay. We need a couple more Maelstrom bricks, which I'm just, again, because I'm apparently in a sufficient mood for this, I'm just going to play it incredibly safe. As you saw by the fact that I healed up there when I used a Nexus Force healing kit to heal for 2 health when there was a 2 health orb on the ground. But okay, yeah, nice thing. I'm also going to be able to sell this. That's quite a lot of money. I might just actually really quickly just check how much Tough Buff Source costs. Because I think that's... just a far better idea. Bot channel, I so rarely use this bot. Let's see. Item... Tough Buff. Tough Buff Source. How much does it cost to buy it? Okay. 100 coins for 1 bottle. But I do want enough to last me throughout Crux Prime, which is kind of... That's kind of what we're measuring this against. Like, I'm going to be running into Crux Prime, and tough buff sources are going to be not my sole source of survivability, but they are going to be they are going to be an important source of survivability. They are, in principle, I think before Crux Prime, I think I do want to head over to get some hardtack biscuits from Gnarled Forest. It's just Crux Prime is there are fewer cheat strategies. Like here, I've been honestly uncovering some cheat strategies because I don't think I ever really strategized much for fighting these guys, but kind of because I realized, because earlier when I went through and when I did let's smash this guy again. When I went through and did the Spiderlings and Avant Gardens, and I realized, wait a second, I can just, like, now that the bug sprayers are implemented, I can just fight these with almost perfect safety. It's made me be like, okay, wait a second, what safety tools were put in place by the developers to help you survive in other areas? And it's like, well, okay, that answer's quite obvious in Gnarled Forest. You have the siren statues that you can just build, and it will stun everything nearby. That was a mistake, but that's fine. I still make it. I think maybe I want to... 2, 3, run up. Really? You targeted that? Kidding me. But oh well, okay. Yeah, I'm not dealing with this. That was absolute LU auto-aim moment. I feel this isn't something that I mention enough nowadays, but LU auto-aim used to be such a meme. I mean, I could turn it off auto-aim, so the thing everyone forgets that exists, but actually does. Okay, yeah, let's do this. I still might die here if it shoots me, because I apparently can't. Did I lose aggro? No. Okay, screw it, we're not doing that. Please give me more health. Thank you. I'm just jumping sideways now. It's just safer. Okay. Now I want to run up. Kill it. Come on. Nice. Attack there. Build it. Please build quickly. Nice. And because it built quickly enough, it doesn't actually matter because I still need... No, I've got enough. Okay. Notion Potion. And just be ready. This might... Well, it shouldn't kill me. This might get me low on health. I don't know why I used the healing kit then. That was dumb. That was dumb. Come on. I don't have enough imagination. Okay, this is fine. I'm just going to finish this. Might get stunned, but then I run away. Cool. Alright. Me panic using a Nexus Force healing kit when I'm at full health because I'm that stressed. Okay, cool. Cool, this is fine. We're going to be at... Okay, can't get rid of that. Cancel you. Actually, you're worth nothing, really. You're worth a decent amount. Cool. Okay. Just taking stock of, well, what stocks I have. And where's the Wishing Well's not going to be worth it for... I don't think as it could be. Do I really want to run over there and just get the stupid Wishing Well? It's right at the back of like this is the one wishing well that actually is just a wishing well, and it's right back at the start of the level. I think we see how much. So ideally, hopefully, I won't need the tough buff source too much if I can get the. Oh, these. Oh, this is good. Okay, cool. Doesn't matter which one I pick, I don't think. So I pick the Panda G for loyalty. And then, okay, this is where we can't get any further because we obviously can't do this. But that's fine. Past this, we have plans, and cool. This was kind of what I was hoping, is that we do this, and it's going to be a lot of money. And it seems that yeah, we do get a pretty decent amount of money out of all of this. So that's going to be, it's 100 coins. We're going to get 60 tough buff source. That's, I mean, not as high as I would have liked, but it's certainly not bad. Let's put you back down. We never want to be without healing kits in our immediate vicinity. Cool. I mean, a lot of my fumbling earlier could have been solved if I just had this scrolled up to the top. But yeah, I don't think there's anything else we can usefully sell. Could sell that Notion Potion, but one way or another, that doesn't make much difference. I'll sell the Red Imaginite. Probably shouldn't have done that. I can buy it back. Because those 10 coins don't let me get an extra tough buff source. It's a nice idea to say sell as much as I can, but like there are some things that actually doesn't matter with. It's not going to make me enough money to buy one extra tough buff source. It isn't worth it. All right. Do I commit with this? That's 62. Give me a second. It'll be 63. I feel like I should just commit here. Like, it's never going to be. I could always get just a little bit more, but this is pretty decent. And again, I could still die. If I really want, I can smash things over there. Alright, so the strategy, for some reason, if I recall correctly, spring jumping on this rock is weird, or spring jumping from this rock is weird, so we technically don't do it. We spring jump just after we leave it. So I'm just going to walk off the edge, and it's really bad time for it to click. And right after I leave, really bad time for it to click. Right after I leave the edge, I'm going to start spring jumping. Let's see if I'm entirely washed. Not practice this in advance. And I just need to make sure I don't go too far. Because I had the I could have done that in fewer, but I had the terrifying thought of, what if I fall in that gap? Okay. Nice. I forget what the out-of-bounds terrain looks like, or the out-of-bounds physics, not terrain. There is a subtle difference. So I've died before to jumping down here. However, I do want this heart flag. Yeah, I've died to trying to be clever in the past, right here. That was actually how my best run died, was because that rock, the physics on that rock are not what they look like. That rock is not standable, if I recall correct. I think it's that rock that screwed me over. What? Okay, we've got a speech bubble loading into the wrong place down there. Nice. Cool, okay. We're in. Time for the heist of the century. I don't really want to do either of our missions, to be honest. Neither of those seem like a good time. So yeah, I think whilst we're here, I don't remember how many of these I need to get. Gonna get. Oh, that's a good amount of money that I could be spending on tough buff source. Okay, that's 2 tough buffs also just lost with that particular maneuver, which is actually, roughly speaking, all the money I gained from the achievement I got. I think I may have gotten like 250 coins from that. I can't believe I'm doing this, but I'm genuinely going to smash a couple of these to get my coins up a little bit. Nice. Okay, that would do. That was 2 things and it got me 1 extra. I mean, genuinely, it didn't take that long to just smash 2... Smash? What the heck was that? Smash 2 models. But there we are. Tough buff source. Reduce the damage you take by 2 to a minimum of 1. As much of that as you will sell me. Because I don't think there's much else here that's worth it. Certainly if there is, it's too late. But like Bag of Glitter, meh. It's not really worth it. Everything else is just the same. So, okay. We have made it through and gotten key item number 1. So now what do we do? Now we equip these, I think. How many heart flags are there? I think it's just... There's the one in the corner there, and there's... I think it's just the 2 down in this area. I really, really should check this, though. Because, again, it's been... I'm pretty certain my memory isn't going to fail me here, but... There's probably... Do we have an FAQs channel, Nexus Universe? I don't remember. Not info. There's going to somewhere be a pinned message, because they're all... Oh, game help. Game help it'll be in. A pinned message with where the heart flags are. No? No heart flag pinned message? That's... Ah, here we are. Collectibles maps. Let's go. Okay. Forbidden Valley. We are down here. Yeah, okay, cool. There are just the 2 here. We've got that one. Yeah, okay, nice. Cool, my memory did serve me correctly. And you know, I don't really want to use a tough buff source here. I feel like I shouldn't have to. First off, we'll draw the aggro of all of these. They couldn't, I guess, in principle kill me. But if I run all the way back here, I should lose aggro on them. And I need to run back here to get you. I guess whilst I'm here, I should be a bit more of a completionist if I'm in this area. I could do the dragon battle, that'd be funny. I'm not going to do that. Like, I can always come back later. If this run actually... Because all of this, right, is in principle the setup phase. Okay, that guy saw me from over there. So they probably are all going to see me. Ouch. But alright. We just go for it. So my plan is to jump off of this rock, jump over, and I think jump down to the area below. Or do I jump back? No, I'm just going to jump back. This is where I could die. Nope. Cool, we're fine. Nice. Okay. We are back, safe and sound, so that's both heart flags collected. So yeah, we just head back up. Already got the heart flag over there. I think I've already made this analogy on this channel, but it's been a long time. So no, I'm not talking during this. Are there different settings where that disappears? If I turn flare off, do the leaves on those branches disappear? Because I swear I've had it before where I don't see them. Nope. Does not do anything. Okay, this is where I die. Or at least this would be a very, very... I don't know if you heard that small intake of breath there, or if noise suppression did a good job of cancelling it. But okay, in principle, I should be able to first try this jump if I've gone up high enough. Nice. Okay, okay. I think there probably are soft locks here. But... Nice. Okay, we are out. This is the first time I have made it out. Of that area. I'm pretty certain anyway. I don't think I've ever done that before. I don't think I've ever made this jump in a hardcore run. So... Crux Prime it is. Because I have been to Crux Prime before. I'm trying to remember what the context of that was. I wonder if that was, I made it through, I wonder if that was the run that died. I was just like, well, I'm going to keep playing on this for a little bit longer because I might as well. Oh, yes, wait. Before I leave. How am I doing? One flag. Which flag have I forgotten? Which half flag have I forgotten? Let's check the map. Okay. Go through the start. Got the one... Okay, yeah. Got the one at the very left by the barrel I picked up at the start. We've got the one in the rock by the first updraft. We've got the one to the... not quite by the race place, but in Mantis Rock. We go along. There are two in the Great Tree. Did I get the one inside a Smashable here? If not, I'm standing literally right next to it. But I think I would have got this one, didn't I? And I'm not misremembering. That is where this one is, right? I also sold my map that lets me see collectibles. Which may have been a mistake. But I really figured I wouldn't need it. Okay, let's get back to the map. Got the two here. One was next to guy. Oh. Yeah. I'm about to die in the stupidest way possible. You're ready for it? Because I don't have a water sprayer, I can't use a water sprayer. But I think the final one we're missing is around the back over here. So, okay. Screw you. Don't want to deal with you right now. So I'm going to... Nope. Go away. Gonna activate Tough Buff Source. Okay, no, I'm gonna... We play it safe. We play it safe. Kill this guy. I just don't want him interfering. And I'm not going to try and be clever and do the climbing strat. There is, if I recall correctly, there's a climbing strat to get up here. But I'm not going to do it. Because that would be such a great way to lose the run. I do like this strat because I am just 100% safe doing this. Like, I could only die to me not performing the strat. Like, I could only die if I'm really not paying attention. Okay, that guy's probably going to aggro to me. Tank any damage. He runs over. Yeah, aggroed to me, but that's fine. Can't actually make it up here. Noted. Do I have to jump? I swear there's a hot flag. Yeah, okay. Can I make it back up this if I jump down? I think the intended answer is no. And I can't spring jump cancel. So I do have to jump down. Can I? Does any of this have collision? No, it doesn't. Can I just... Oh, I can! I was so surprised by that we got the voice break. Okay, cool. Oh, I can't get back up here, though. What? How did I take... Horseman. Judging by the amount of damage I took, that was a horseman shot me from through the wall. That was scary. Well, did the server think that the pet ran into me? Because they also do deal damage. If I die like this, I shouldn't. But come on, hurry up, hurry up. I don't want to actually